Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Chaos Mirage. Welcome back to this Persona 4 Arena Ultimax blind playthrough. We are at the last character, which is Elizabeth. And we're at I don't know how long Elizabeth's story is gonna go on for, but we're at 96%. Even Elizabeth fights everyone. We should be able to get it done within the hour, which means we are definitely gonna move on to the Ultimax storyline. I don't know why this extend this far when there's literally nothing on this side. I think there's a few over on this side. Okay, what the heck is this? This is so easy to miss. There's a lot on the right side, but there's nothing on the left side. But I don't know why it extend to the left side too. I mean, I guess it could be kind of weird if it only extends to one side, but now it's just confusing at this point.
The road to dating is steep.
As an dreaded groan, teddy bear collapses. Or rolls down to be more precise.
You truly are an intriguing creature.
Hearing this, teddy bear springs to his feet.
Interested in me?
Though you aren't human, you fight against your fate and wish to be with humans. I have witnessed one other case who bore such a fate in the past.
You're talking about Aigis?
You made a choice and decided how you wish to live. That is marvelous, Teddy Bear.
Marvelous? Does that mean you're still okay with me trying to score with you?
That is not what it means.
Teddy bear loses his balance for some unknown reason and falls over.
No! The way you shoot down my attempts reminds me of Yuki-chan.
Yuki-chan, is this an acquaintance of yours?
Yuki-chan is a very precious friend of mine.
You have friends.
Actually, everyone who is in that video are my friends. I can't forgive them for having all the fun. I'll make them buy me a tasty treat for this.
I see. May I ask you something? Who would you consider the strongest among your friends?
Well, Sensei, of course. He's the manliest of all men.
Sensei. If I recall correctly, that is the name of a governing class within a school, wielding the power of life and death over its students.
Okay.
Yes, that does indeed sound like the name of a strong warrior.
Sensei's our leader.
Okay. He sounds strong, but he doesn't seem to be connected to the former guest I'm searching for. But the teddy bear speaks of his friend called Sensei. He wears a beaming expression. It must be connected with true strong bond. Inwardly, I'm surprised. Though he is adorable, the teddy bear most likely uses something familiar to a shadow. I'm very curious about anyone who could form a bond with such a being. Thinking about that makes me interested in him as well.
That was quite helpful. Thank you.
Once the tournament's over, you should come hang out at Jeunesse sometime.
Jeunesse?
It's a place where Don Yosuke and I work. It's huge. You can eat food there, and they have candy, toys, and sexy bikinis too.
What a paradise on earth. It seems there is still much I do not know about in your world. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I must get going now.
What are Elizabeth and Margaret? What are they? Because Teddy is more like a shadow than a human. I guess is a machine. Is she more like a god? Like in the god you fight in the end of every Persona game? Is she more like them, or is she more like a shadow? Because she has golden eyes, so I don't know.
Be careful.
But she is too. They're too the Velvet Room attendants are too strong to be just shadows. I bow politely. Teddy bear looks back with a big smile. I could see them as gods. Yeah. They're some of the hardest hidden bosses in the mainline Persona games. Now that I decide to participate on my own, how should I proceed from here? I don't have a good understanding of this building layout after all. I try going in and out of the building and test various paths, but I don't get anywhere.
It may have come to this.
I rear back my head and inhale deeply as I can,
Bring out
and then...
the next opponent.
Okay.
No one heeded my call. I suppose repeating that line isn't enough.
My shoulders sag slightly and concentrate on the area nearby. I sense an expecting presence.
There is someone closer by than I had expected. What a reunion this will be. I'm starting to feel tingly.
Oh, she's gonna fight Aigis. There's no need for me to keep searching for an opponent since one is already nearby. She says reunion. I guess like Agahiko and Masuru, they all met her. If the answer is canon, so yeah, it's definitely not a persona forecasted. I trace the presence, proceed down hallway. When I reach the appear to be an entryway, I can hear what sounds like voices quarreling. Well, the voice is Teddy Bear, or rather, the sham host General Teddy. Yeah, it's Aigis.
I take no joy at all from your praise.
I move forward and suddenly find breaking into a run. Soon afterwards, the voice of the owner enters the field of vision. Just as I thought, the unmistakable figure. She's a guest I host in my life as a resident. If I recall correctly, her name is Aigis. Upon closer inspection, she is aiming her weapon at General Teddy on the monitor.
Putting your weapon at a monitor is very scary. But anyways, your next opponent is...
Ha! If I don't act now, the match will start without me. I must prevent General Teddy from speaking. The time begin until my business is completed. Again, before I realize I'm already in motion.
Oh,
What?
pardon my bold entrance. Huh? Oh, the monitor's completely shattered. Who would do such a thing? A strange intruder has shown up. Oh my. I thought we were having a touching reunion. How unfortunate. Starting me as a strange intruder.
Wait, does Aigis not remember Elizabeth?
Reunion? I don't recall ever meeting anyone so odd. She who governs power. Does that ring any bells for you? Huh? Wait. Are you the one I met in that blue room then? Your entrance just now was very different from how I remembered your behavior, so I didn't recognize you. But
You are a robot. Like, don't you recognize people by scanning their facial features? What do you mean their behavior? What are you talking about?
Arena's son. No.
Okay.
Elixir? Arengi?
Like, does she not remember Elizabeth, or what's happening
In
here?
any case, I never dreamed that I'd meet you here. That goes for myself as well. It's been a long time since I saw you. But why are you here? What about your duties of governing power? I am currently in gross abandonment of my duties. That was a very straightforward answer. Considering the circumstances here, I'd like to test your strength as well.
I excitedly flip through the pages of the compendium.
Please, wait a moment. Does that mean you wish to fight me? From what I've heard, in certain cultures in your world, one lets one's fists do the talking. Perhaps you could think of it as a sporty, modern, and extreme way of greeting one another. I don't understand at all. You seem to have become strong beyond all recognition. I'd like to see your power for myself, to broaden my horizons. Will you grant my shameless request? I still don't understand. But does this mean your wish will be fulfilled if I agree to fight you? If that's really what you want. Will you mind if I don't hold back? I couldn't ask for anything more. I, Elizabeth, will fight you with all the strength at my disposal. Now, let...
Setting matters through a show of force is simple, straight. Pardon me? I said that once already. Okay. Sure. Guess we're fighting, guess we're fighting... Aigis. Sure.
Your spirit change things up. No!
Okay.
My attack. Your growth spirit impact. Your fate is in the way. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Okay. Forgot what her combo does, Elizabeth. Hold on, let me check on something real quick. Does each scene count as a no, because we're at 20. So like if each scene count as a percent in the story progress, then like 5 people over 20 would be 100%. So yeah, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, we don't have to check.
You're strong.
Aigis crouched down a regretful expression.
I was surprised myself. It's been a while since I fought with all my power.
I closed my eyes and reminisce. Just as I expected, she was grew more powerful than before. Aigis is not human. She has an artificial body, making her sort of mechanical maiden. She was originally created to accomplish set goals, which are established abilities. But gaining a heart, she forged her own destiny. She did this with power that can only be gained by those with emotions, the power of bonds. Her nature shifted from directed by others on who chose for herself. She was no longer merely acting, but living. The shift causes a miracle. She overcame artificial origins that attained and what be called alive. Some had talent to turn bonds into great strengths by forming contracts through instant desires. We resigned the Velvet Room, refer to this talent as a wild card and is at times changed the course of history. Even I, who served a resident for a long time, only encountered a few star powers. She's one of them.
I now have a wish of my own. It may take vast oceans of time for it to come true. Perhaps one day you will accompany me on the same journey. What do you mean? If our destinies truly do cross, you will eventually understand.
I guess expression shows she still does not understand, but it's fine for now.
By the way, how have your friends been? Huh? Oh, they're all well. Several of them are here right now.
Suddenly, a staticky voice echoes a broken monitor speaker, interrupting our conversation. It seems that not through in my distraction. I stabbed the finger to my right hand with a flourish. The speaker explodes. I'm sure that announcement will bother us no more now. It seems I have finally finished it off.
My, flames have suddenly burst from the speakers. How dreadful. That was 180% your doing. Such repeated meddling. It seems I have a bit of a score to settle with the host too. Well then, I will be going now. Please be careful. Oh, wait. There is a rule in this tournament against the loser of a fight moving on. Is there? Well, considering that I entered myself into the tournament, I do not think you count as a defeated contestant. That is only conjecture, though. You entered yourself. Yet you're going to settle a score with the host for complaining about you? Details.
Oh, this was pretty fun. I smile cheerfully and you return and leave the area. Truly, that was one of my better smiles.
I cannot believe that even Elizabeth's son came to this world. That's it. Her name was Elizabeth's son. I finally remember.
Eventually, I reached the room known as the announcement room. You're already in the announcement room? When I approached the door, I sensed power from within. It seemed the real host is here and not the on the monitor. Haven't encountered a Persona user known as Sensei yet, but thank God I could expect him to win his matches until reaching here. It may be easier to wait for to reach the yeah. Upon closer, the door is slightly open. There's a people inside. I cautiously sneak up at the door and peek inside.
What a shame. We gave it a try, but there's no way anyone would understand you.
Oh, we're fast forward to this part. Okay.
Huh? is much harsher than before. Has he been meeting with difficulties lately?
I look again, what's going on inside the room. A sinister aurora swirls around General Teddy. A surprise transformation occurs. His silhouette reforms into a shapeless slum, then resolving into a figure. The console presence girl.
The true self. Goodness, that false teddy bear was actually the girl's shadow. I see. It's true that suffering to this degree could cause a shadow to go berserk and affect its surroundings.
Girl's true appearance has already been exposed. Since she finally was able to face her original nature, suppressing the enemy force and illusion upon her was her other self. I'm glad she was awakened to her true self, but the shocking the tragic turns of events.
At least one of them has to understand how I feel.
Isn't that what you want? The important part is that it's all your fault.
That's not true.
You want the everyday boys and girls to experience what you have to go through. You want to see close friends fight for their lives against each other. Because if they do that, then you're not understand. You want to make them understand.
That ain't true.
It's alright then. You don't have to worry about them anymore. I'll take care of everything from here. I'll destroy anyone who doesn't understand you and comes to get in your way. Just like you once did.
Please stop. That's all a lie. You're not me.
Finally! You finally said it! I'm finally free!
Alright, we're skipping a lot of story parts, which I'm good for. Shadow has gone berserk. At this point, it can no longer be stopped solely by the original first person. Worse, the Shadows has no more reason to keep his host alive if this continues. But the third person storming the scene just as I'm about to intervene. Oh, you now recall me. This is a young man in school uniform. For a moment, I'm utterly captivated with the powerful fire he has in his eyes. On second look, I recognize his face from the video. As I recall, his name was Kingpin Yu. No, that's not right. Sister Complex U. No, that sounds even further from the actual name. And Narukami, that's right, it's you Narukami.
If you're gonna keep rampaging, I'll fight you.
Fine! Then you'll be the first to die!
A shadow attacks hurls towards the young man, but he does not flinch and takes fighting stance after smoothly evaded. Seeing his heightened determination, I decide I detect the stinker presence about him.
That young man is a persona user too.
Yeah, they are. That's not all. The sensation is similar when I encountered Aigis.
His powers be.
There's no doubt about it, the same as hers. He too is a persona user whose awakened talent, the wild card. The shadow launches the next tag to the young man. Battle axe's brandish is a cutler of steel as long as she's tall. If she truly can wield those powers, he may be able to stop such an attack, but it's not a sure thing.
Opportunity cannot be missed.
This time I enter the room and step between the two.
What? Pardon me as I interrupt this scene.
Who are you?
You! How? I set up walls so you couldn't pass through. How did you get here?
So you couldn't pass through. What is it referring to? Could it mean those invisible walls I bumped into from time to time? I suppose thinking back, I did run afoul of such things along the way. But the little push was all it took to pass through them, so I barely paid them any heed.
Get stopped.
The shadows and the young man both looks quite perplexed. What was I said so shocking? I take the opportunity to step towards the young man and look him straight in the face.
Are you perhaps the sensei that Teddy Bear spoke of? Someone who has awakened to the power of the wild card through Velvet Room's guidance.
What? Wait, that blue outfit. Who are you?
I flash him a smile and turn my gaze towards this girl collapsed nearby. I need some water. I'll be right back.